Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in. This is Service Update 2.0 Part 3 as I have finally finished building all of my residential buildings here. I was able to increase by 4 residential buildings just because I was able to upgrade my drone bases to level 10s, and pretty much I took advantage of my control net maxed out. It gives me 60 Omega buildings and kind of left it at that, filled the rest of the gaps that I had to do there, and rebuilds with more residential units because I used to have 80, and now I am sitting at 600 residential buildings and 60 Omega buildings. So I still have 26 of the epics to complete at roughly 4,000 each there. Should give me another 75 to 100,000 population. Will put me a lot closer to the 17 million that I'm trying to do. So that means now that I have completed everything I need to do in my capital city, other than an epic every 24 hours, I can start focusing on Frosty, which is where my biggest play was going to be prior to the update, just because I'm trying to get this up to the 5.5 million range, which I might need to back down to just 5 million, because after taking a look at everything that I needed to do, specifically with service upgrades around the fire, police, and hospital, I just don't have the same coverage that I used to. As you see, these are pretty much all maxed out, and I just don't have enough coverage for them. So that means I'm going to have to probably remove some of my parks, look at a different angle, and add more of these support buildings, but also take out parks, and maybe have to resort to going back to using the magnificent mayor statue for my parks to get to the maximum coverage that I can. But for right now, I am at 3.5 million. I have a lot of work to do. I just haven't put a lot of focus into upgrading my utilities or my service buildings. So I'm going to have to use a little bit more of this cash they gave me on that as I continue to collect my NeoSims and do my upgrades here on my utilities. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to eliminate some of those. But for right now, the big story is I have roughly 275 residential buildings in my Frosty, but that's probably going to have to drop down significantly, especially up in this area where I went with this layout where my service buildings here were covering quite a bit. And right now I do have full coverage, but once I start upgrading these buildings to their maximum potential, I am going to lose all of that coverage that I have. So for the time being, I'm going to focus on seeing what I can come up with to remedy the problems with the service buildings as I continue to upgrade my utilities. Once I have enough NeoSims banked up to continue to do the upgrades, I just wanted to give you an update as to where I was with the capital city. My guess is the next time that you hear from me with this type of update, you will see that I have remedied my service buildings, and we will review what I had to do to make that happen. So thanks again for tuning in today, guys. If you like seeing these types of videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. I see we're up to 81 subscribers. That's great. We've jumped over 20 in the last month. So let's keep that going. And until next time, guys, have a good week. Thanks.